So now we want to introduce you to the second tool in the first RBM module that focuses on the current situation. The problem analysis can help you understand the nature of the current challenges, including their underlying causes and consequences. Before planning an intervention, you must know why we have the current problems, whose problem or problems it is, and how they look like from different stakeholders' perspective. Therefore, it is important to include the key stakeholders in the problem analysis. The tool we recommend for making a problem analysis is called the problem tree. How do we do a problem analysis using a problem tree? There are 3 steps in constructing the problem tree. First, you have to identify important problems or challenges that you want to address through your development intervention. This identification can be done through a collective brainstorm amongst the key stakeholders, or in various other ways. But remember that commitment comes with involvement. Out of the identified problems, you might want to choose a starter problem to get a fixed point in your analysis. With the starter problem as your point of departure, you ask the following question: why do we have this problem? What are the underlying causes? Answering these questions, a number of causes, which are also themselves problems, will come up. Finally, you will try to construct a problem tree where you put the underlying causes of a problem underneath it. You might also ask yourself, what are the consequences of this problem? Consequences, which are also problems, are then placed on top of the starter problem. Sometimes the complex realities of causes and effects do not fit into a neat problem tree, and you can then choose to organize them into smaller bushes of related problems instead. The important thing is to get a shared understanding of the main problems and their causes. So here is an example of a problem tree. The chosen starter problem is high infant mortality. By asking the question, why do we have a high infant mortality, a number of causes come up. And each time a cause is identified, you repeat the same question. How come we have these problems now? And thus the analysis can continue downwards. From the problem analysis, it becomes evident that if you want to address the problem of high infant mortality, you will have to work on water treatment, nutrition, and probably other health problems too. That is, if our analysis is right. So now it's time again for an exercise. This time making a problem analysis. So use the same project or program that you used for the stakeholder analysis. Make a problem analysis in the form of a problem tree according to the following guidelines. First, identify important problems or challenges facing one or several of your key stakeholders. Then choose one of these problems as a starter problem and construct a problem tree asking yourself, what are the underlying causes for this problem? Why do we have this problem? And what are the consequences of having this problem? Consequences go on top of the starter problem, causes underneath. Remember that both problems, causes, and consequences are negative statements. Finally, ask yourself the following question. What should be the main focus area of a given intervention if we were to tackle the identified problems? Write down the main points of your analysis in a text document or on paper to be used later on in connection with subsequent analysis and assignments. You can pause this PowerPoint video while you undertake the assignment. So, welcome back from the assignment on problem analysis. Hopefully, you have realized the utility of the problem analysis for identifying causes and consequences of the main challenges that we have identified in the present situation. You can always refine your problem analysis by asking yourself, can I be sure to solve a given problem by addressing the identified causes, or is there more to it? We will now summarize 4 key points about problem analysis before we end this module with a short video example on how you can work with stakeholders and problems. First of all, problem analysis helps you identify problems and their causes, but also the consequences of the problems. Problems always have owners. If a problem is not a problem to anybody, then it's not really a problem. By combining stakeholder analysis and problem analysis, you get a good idea of which problems are most important to the various stakeholders. And by inviting key stakeholders to take part in the problem analysis, you get a much wider and deeper understanding of how problems are perceived from different perspectives. You will probably also get better ownership once you want to do something about the problems. By watching the small video example on how to make a stakeholder analysis and a problem analysis, and then taking the last small quiz, you have finalized this submodule.